A brand new Ferrari isn't cheap. This, for example, is a brand new 2017 Ferrari 488 Spider, and it costs around $350,000. I borrowed it from a viewer here in New Jersey so that I can show you exactly why it's worth it. We'll start back here in the most obvious place. The 488 has a turbocharged V8 that makes 670 horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It's monstrous. But a lot of cars are fast. The 488's allure goes well beyond its performance. So today I'm going to give you a little tour of this car. I'm going to show you all of its weird quirks and cool features, and then I'm going to take it out on the road to find out exactly how a $350,000 Ferrari drives. And of course, there's more if you click the link below to check out my column on Auto Trader Oversteer. I'll start the tour by pulling on the 488's rather unusual door handles to open the door, and the first thing you notice is something interesting about the steering wheel. In this car, everything is on the steering wheel, and I mean everything. You want to put on the turn signals? All you got to do, push the turn signal button with your thumb. Want to push the horn? It's right up here. Again, push it with your thumb. Flash the lights? Put on the wipers, even turn the car from sport mode to race mode to wet mode. You can control the suspension system from the steering wheel, and you can even turn off and on the car. Once you get in this thing and you put your hand on the wheel, you really never have to take it off. But that's not the coolest part of the steering wheel. The coolest part is the red LEDs on top that light up when it's time to upshift. Here's something else I love about this car. You're sitting in the passenger seat of a normal car, and maybe you're wondering, what gear are we in? How fast are we going? Well, in the 488, you don't have to wonder because the passenger side has its own screen right under the airbag that tells you all of the important information that the driver gets in his gauge cluster. And you can cycle through different views too, like the current speed, but also the maximum speed and the average speed, your trip odometer and travel time, and various performance level readouts. But that's about the only fun you'll have as a passenger because everything else in this car is designed solely for the driver. The best example of this is in the middle, where the infotainment screen isn't in the center, it's right here in the gauge cluster. While the passenger has access to the climate controls, even the stereo controls are tilted towards the driver. This, for example, is the volume button. If you're the passenger and you want to change the tunes, forget it. Speaking of the middle, it's also home to a cup holder. Sort of. And since this car starts with the buttons, the center also includes a nice little spot to store the key so you can look at it while you're driving.